Ladies and gentlemen of the Fourth Estate, I'm Wamboka, Chairman, Public Investment Committee, Education and Governance, a Member of Parliament, Bumula constituency. In this case, the bearer of the motion of impeachment against Cabinet Secretary, Agriculture and Livestock, the Honorable Franklin Mithika Linturi. We've just filed our submissions back. We are ready for the case. We are ready to prove to the world that Mithika Linturi has acted in a manner that suggests he went away out of the Constitution and that we will be seeking to impeach him. I think tomorrow is when we are scheduled to give our submissions to the committee, and I don't wish to go into much detail. At this point, I just want to confirm to you that we are ready. We have every fact and every detail that links Mithika Linturi to the fertilizer scandal, and the rest we'll leave it to the committee. I'm sure we'll be with you tomorrow, the whole day. That is what we will be seeking to prove.
It reminds me of Mzee Kibaki era, when we had the case of inquiry into judicial inquiry into Golden Bank. Some of you who are around, you may remember it was a case involving gold, fake gold, on which party had received considerable sums of money. I didn't imagine that there would be a repetition of that saga at all. But then it has happened. The only thing that surprises me is that one would have thought that the cabinet minister would accept responsibility and resign without having to be taken through the pain of this matter and without putting the consumers into reminding the consumers of what they have gone through. The case is a sad case. I've been interviewing very ordinary people of the country. One old mama said to me that the family had only 40,000 shillings. And out of the 40,000 shillings, she took 39,000 shillings and paid for this so-called fertilizer. She was in a queue for about 2 days, from morning to evening, And at last, she paid 39,000 shillings. She was not given a receipt at all. May I say, this is disgraceful to us as Kenyans, that the people who are in power, who have a responsible portfolio, should not take into account that they are under duty to make sure that they look after the ordinary people in an honest manner. Food security is an item that is of great concern not only to Kenya, but to the entire international community. Some of us, like some of you, who are in a privileged position, we have 3 meals in a day. We have breakfast, we have lunch, we have supper. When we are enjoying breakfast, lunch, and supper, little do we remember that the majority of our people do not have meals at all. Some of them have only breakfast. Some of them have only 1 meal in a day. And some of them don't have any meal in a day at all. So for an individual who has the responsibility to look after food security portfolio, not to ensure that services are rendered to these ordinary people. It is something that must be condemned. And it's my hope that the Parliament Select Committee, when we meet on Wednesday and Thursday, will deliver a finding in favor of Mheshimiwa, who has taken the trouble because of being public-spirited and coming from a constituency that relies on agriculture, which is our mainstay in the country, has brought this case before the Parliament. We hope that Parliament will come up with a decision in favor, uphold the rule of law, uphold human rights, and uphold constitutionality. There is a need that this is done so that we don't have a repetition of it in the country, and the ordinary person is not subject to pain, suffering, and feeling that he is living in a corrupt society.